Hi, everyone. No intro today. I want to make a new one, and I have not gotten around to that yet. So, how's it going? Welcome to episode 25. 25, my goodness. 25 weeks of Go Boom Live. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Hold on, I need my background music. I know you guys can't hear it, but if it's just quiet, I don't know. I don't function as well. Hi. Hello. Wonderful people. God bless you all. Let me go ahead and pull up Rumble chat so I do not miss any Rumble rants. Happy Wednesday. Okay, here we go. And pop out the chats. There we go. Now I will not be missing anything. Hi. Happy Wednesday. When are you going to play that Woka game again? I refunded it. It's funny because I played it over the time that I was allowed to refund it, but they still let me refund it. That they must have been getting a ton of refund request. So, no rants in the last hour. Thank you so much for the update there. Jay Crabtree. AKA Watley. Hi. Sunburnt, please. I'm not sunburnt. I don't know if it looks like I am. I don't know. This lighting. I really honestly struggle to get lighting well with my skin tone. I don't know why, because I'm fair skinned, but I'm also olive undertoned. So it's really hard to light my skin because I don't know. It's just weird. It's hard to get it accurate. But anyway, what made you get all tattoos? Well, mostly it's just my arms, honestly. Not even mostly. It is. It's all my arms. I like them. I just think tattoos are cool. I like art. And I like tattoos. I think they're cool. There's not really much more to it than that. Troy News with the $5 says, Melanie, are you trans now? When did you get bigger balls than Asmongold? I'm confused. Well, starting today, I guess I'm Melvin Mac. I will be using he, him pronouns. Guys, if you don't know what's going on with all this Asmongold stuff, basically Asmongold, like we talked about this some on the quartering stream and all that. Just kind of the TLDR of it, though, is he made a statement. People are, I don't know, he had some Queers for Palestine in chat or something. And they were like, what do you think about this? And he was talking about Hamas. And then he was talking about like the people who support Hamas there, which is most of them in Palestine. And he's like, he basically said, I don't care. They are supporting all this evil stuff, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to take him out of context, but basically he just said, I don't give a crap. These are bad people, is what he said. Talking about those who, to my understanding, he was talking about those who are like supporting Hamas. Well, the Queers for Palestine got mad. He made this giant apology video today. Man, I got some flyaways. He made a giant apology video today and to them, right? And so then some of his comments that he's been getting, which mind you, they've been deleting, whoever's moderating his channel has been deleting these comments. Well, here's what I said about it first, because of course this comes to mind. And here I am defending his right to speak. And he came after me. I don't know if you guys remember that, but he's made 2 videos about me, negative videos, but whatever. I still will defend his right to speak. So whatever, this is what I said. Oh, there's no audio. What the crap? Turn that up. Yeah, well, he's not sorry about bashing Christianity when he was reacting to my videos, now is he? No. Even then, I wasn't calling for his cancellation. I was like, hey, I'm glad he watched my stuff and responded to it, but I wasn't calling for that. And that's why he feels like it's safe to bash on Christianity. But in this case, he made the Queers for Palestine mad, and yeah, he's scared. Yeah, so that's that's what I said about it. Well, then on the comment from the side scrollers video that was talking about this, people were in the comments saying, "Hey, people are deleting comments that are talking about this," and somebody pasted the comment that had like a ton of upvotes on it and all that. So the comment said, "Asmongold does a whole tirade against Melanie Mack and her terrible Christian values. Everyone disagrees with him. No apology video. Asmongold briefly criticizes Islam. 3 Hassanabi fan extremists yell at him. 20-minute apology video begging for forgiveness and promising to change his life." That's the TLDR of it. That is exactly what happened. And for the record, I didn't expect any apology videos from him. You know, he's entitled to his opinion, which very obviously I disagree with him, but he's entitled to his opinion. I did not demand an apology video or anything like that, but hey. Yeah, look at see, Craft Beer Tastic says, I found Melanie because Asmongold covered her videos. See, that's the thing, is that backfired on him. He didn't have to make an apology video because Christians aren't evil people like the Queers for Palestine. And we don't try to ruin his life. However, yeah, it did backfire on him because the videos he made about me, almost all the comments were supporting me. So I got a ton of support and I got a ton of followers off of those, even though he was talking bad about me. So funny how that worked, isn't it? So yeah, that was what was going on there. And yeah, so it's like my take on this whole situation is, okay, well, I think he should have a right to say whatever he wants to say. Whether I agree with it or not. But, well, and I honestly agreed with most of what he said on the original statement, talking about like all those pro-Hamas supporters and all that. But yeah. You know what's crazy though? Here we have, Watley says, here's the thing. Melanie uses the F slur. Asmon has a fit. Islamists throw the F slurs off roofs. Asmon apologizes. Well, here's the thing too, is I don't even think the videos he was reacting to that I said, I don't even think I said that slur in that. He was just reacting to me saying biblical, talking about the Bible. In those videos, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but to my knowledge, I mean, this has been like a few months ago. But to my knowledge, what he was responding to was me talking about biblical passages that say no fornicators, no idolaters, no homosexuals, et cetera, will enter the kingdom of God. And so I said, no, you cannot live a homosexual lifestyle and enter the kingdom of God, just like you can't live in fornication and you can't live in idolatry and things like that. That's what he threw a fit about. So because I'm a Christian who believes in the Bible, and then some other people got mad. Oh, well, you're a bad Christian. You're just using, I'm a bad Christian because I believe in the Bible, according to them. So yeah, that's what he got mad at me over. Not even about me saying slurs. Because I don't even think, did I even say a slur on that stream? I don't even think so. Do you have I think you meant fond memories of all chat. I do have some good memories of all chat, but I also have a lot of bad memories of all chat. It was really, really terribly mismanaged. Very badly. Oh my goodness. Don't even get me started on how terrible all chat was managed. But anyway. But yeah, my thing about what I feel about Asmongold and all this stuff, and a lot of what he's saying, like against Christianity. Oh, someone was saying, what's all chat? All chat. I hosted for a show for Riot Games for League of Legends, and it was called All Chat. It was on their YouTube channel where they had me and 2 other hosts, and we would just showcase fan art. We would talk about different stuff about League of Legends. But yeah, that was very, very, very mishandled. That whole show was. But I still have some good memories from it too. I thought, like, when I first got the position, I was like, this is a dream come true. And I was so excited about it. But then I was really let down with how all of that was handled. But I still do have some great memories from that. So I don't want to just completely throw that whole experience under the bus. But yeah, my thing with Asmongold is well, first of all, it's safe for people to insult Christianity. They know that we're not evil people. Like the Queers for Palestine people, the Alphabet Mafia, and all this stuff who want to ruin your life if you disagree with them. Christians aren't like that. We don't want to ruin anyone's lives. We are not about getting revenge on people or anything like that because, the Bible teaches us not to do that. So he feels it safe to hate on Christianity and all that. Plus, he grew up Catholic apparently, and he's rebelling against that. Which, hey, you know what? I went through a rebellious stage against my faith before. I grew up Christian, and then I went through a period in my life where it was like I blamed all my problems on that. I went through some difficulties in life and some hard things that I had to go through in life. Well, I didn't have to, but I did go through. And I just used that as a scapegoat. I just used that to blame all of that on. And I went through a rebellious phase. So I get it. There's, Asmongold can still find Jesus. But right now, for whatever reason, he is rebelling against his Catholic upbringing. So I don't know what he went through to make him do that, but we should pray for him that he does find Jesus. So, it happens. So you see, here we have Infinite who says, I get it too. So many of us have been in similar situations before. So, I do pray that he finds Jesus. So, someone said, yeah, we're talking about Asmongold. Hassan told him lies for about 3 hours. Was sad to watch. I don't know why anybody gives a crap what Hassan thinks about them. That's crazy to me. I don't get it. That is weird. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a Catholic. I'm Christian, but I don't think every Catholic is going to hell. I think that I think a lot of Catholics, their heart's in the right place and they genuinely have accepted Jesus and all that. There are some people who think, hey, someone's a Catholic, they're automatically going to hell because they're wrong. My thing is, as long as you accept Jesus Christ as your savior and you follow him, then you're saved. So there's always going to be some theology that all of us are going to get wrong to some degree. But the big thing with Catholicism, though, is the almost worship of the saints and Mary. That's where there's that fine line, because idolatry is a huge deal to God. Idolatry is like, from my understanding, based off the Bible, idolatry is the worst sin that God hates the most. So it is a huge, huge deal. So, I do think that is the biggest flaw in the Catholic Church, is how they esteem Mary and the saints too high, and it's definitely bordering idolatry. That's between them and God, whether how far that is, but it's definitely not something I would advise. So, that's my opinion on it. Someone said, do you consider icons to be idolatry? No, because I mean, we look to people in the Bible, like even Mary or Paul or many others, that it's like, oh wow, they're very inspiring people. So I guess you can say an icon in that kind of way, but the difference is I'm not praying to them, or I'm not asking them to intercede for me, because only Jesus Christ is our intercessor. So to pray to the dead or to try to talk to the dead, which the Bible tells us not to talk to the dead. So if you are doing, we're not supposed to consult with the dead at all. So if you are asking Mary or one of the saints to intercede for you, they're dead. I don't know why this is so hard to understand. That seems like very cut and dry, clear to me. But I digress. That's the thing, though, is I don't really personally feel, I don't feel that led to talk about denomination differences as a whole. That's why I usually don't talk about it a lot, because my focus is on people who are lost. So obviously, I do think that I do have a lot of disagreements with like the Catholic Church and all that, but they're still putting in an effort. So it's my prayer that they will be sanctified and learn, and many will. So just like there's a lot of things that I do that I need Jesus Christ to keep walking with him, and I need the Holy Spirit to convict me of the things that I'm doing wrong that I can improve on. So yes, I also am against female preachers. It does seem very clear in the Bible that women shouldn't be preachers. Now, we are all called to evangelize, but I don't believe women should be preachers in churches. So let's go ahead and get to some of these super chats. Oh my goodness, Tom Berry Master. Tom Berry Master always starts the stream off with a big one, but a $100 and says nothing, just the mic drop. Tom Berry Master, thank you so much, you legend. And then Andrew, always starting the stream off with a 50. Thank you so much, Andrew. Wishing you a blessed stream, Melanie. Also, keep Otterloop in your prayers. Oh, is he doing okay? Feel like I haven't seen him in a while. I think he said he lives where the hurricane had hit. Prayer for safety and recovery for him. Let's definitely keep Otterloop in our prayers. Yeah, he's usually very active in the comments. I do feel like I saw him comment not long ago, though. I don't think it was today, but I think it wasn't that long ago. So, but we will definitely still have to keep Otterloop in our prayers for sure. Oh yeah, and Pushups says can't make it live, but I want to say you're awesome. Thank you, Pushups. Pushups also, he had a lot of family in Florida, like where the hurricanes were going, which thank God they're okay. Thank God for just calming that hurricane in general, because it was supposed to be a Cat 5, but a lot of us gathered together and were praying about that, and God calmed that storm, and so I'm really very happy about that. What is this on X? It says block is changing soon. If your posts are set to public, accounts you have blocked will be able to view them, but they will not be able to engage. For more control. Oh, that's fine. I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap. They can look at my posts. This is the thing, is used to, I mean, I don't really like blocking people, but I do sometimes, because not because I don't want them to see what I'm saying. If I block someone, it means in most cases, they are just trying to be a reply guy or a reply girl in everything I post, where it's like every single post I make, they got to say something like egregious. Not even, I don't care if people disagree with me, but when you're just trying to be a reply guy, and no matter what I post, I can post a picture of my bunny and someone, oh, well, I hope he dies, or I hope she dies, things like that. It's like, bro, oh, didn't you get dehydrated? You're such an idiot. This, that, and the other, or whatever. So then it's like, whatever, I'll block them. But hey, if they want to look at my posts, that's totally fine with me. What's my bunny's name? Her name is May May. Did I post a picture? I think I posted on my Instagram stories. She was just chilling yesterday. I got a really cute picture of her. Well, she's been chilling today too, but I got a cute picture of her yesterday where she's just look how cute. She just laying, chilling. She was comfy. So that's my bunny, May May. Will blocked views count toward engagement? I don't know. I don't know. That would be interesting to see. But yeah, I don't even know how I don't th- I don't know. Some people have theories about X monetization where they think that it's not actually based on impressions because there's some accounts that get way less impressions that are getting more money than some other accounts that have way more and so on and so forth. Some people are convinced that they have people on a payroll essentially and they're okay, let's give these people a lot of money and I don't know what's true and what's not. My money on X, I don't get a whole lot on X. I get enough to cover my grocery bill. That's about what I get on X. But I was posting on there for free for all these years. So, hey, I'm happy. But yeah, X is definitely not my uh not my even close to my main revenue source. So, let's see. Hold on, I want to get some of the regular replies. Yeah, I do think I don't know. Oh, here was what I want. How long have I been religious? I grew up in a Christian family, so most of my life, but I did go through a time out rebelling against my faith, but that started like I was hardcore Christian and then I spent years just getting more and more lukewarm as I stopped reading the Bible, as I started saying, "Oh, I don't know if I want to believe this," or I started picking and choosing things instead of just believing the Bible and choosing and knowing that it's fact. Um, so it was like boiling a frog. I went from my faith weakening to then just going through a flat out rebellious phase. And then I came back to my faith a few years ago. And then I went through a baby Christian phase all over again. And then it was reading the Bible daily that really helped grow my faith a lot. So I was like, I remembered I was thinking, when I was younger, my faith was way stronger. What did I do that was different? And I remembered I was reading the Bible every day. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do that again. No excuses. And then the things that uh, God really revealed a lot to me about some of the places where I was wrong or where I wasn't taking the Bible as serious as I should, or if I saw something, I was like, oh, I don't know if I like that, or try to find some sort of tiptoe way around certain things in the Bible. But I was like, I can't be doing this. Like, what's the point? That's the thing. What's the point in even believing and calling yourself a Christian if you're not going to believe in the Bible and if you're not going to believe in all of it? So I was like, that's it. I'm not going to be lukewarm anymore. I'm in this. So yes, it's been years of sanctification and I still have a long way to go. Like my entire life I will be growing. All right, Ron Duncan with the $20 says, after last night, I have pickle juice on the way. I can't promise I won't have more retarded questions in the future, but that's just me. I'm going for permanent change in my life with ketovore. God bless you, Mel. That's awesome. Oh, so yeah, on the Quarterings Discord, we were talking about pickle juice because most of the times, if you're on like keto or carnivore, you probably need to supplement electrolytes at least until you're fully adapted. And even if you're adapted, like if you have some cheat days and you're getting back on it, you still probably want some electrolytes. So we were talking about that. And I said that the best, I've tried electrolyte supplements and there's some that are good, but it's pickle juice that works better than any electrolyte supplement I've ever tried. So yeah, I will drink pickle juice from time to time. Someone's saying that the enemy is Islam. Well, the enemy is Satan, and Satan uses a bunch of different things, including Islam. So, Jesus Christ is the only way. If it's not from God, then it's from Satan. Simple as that, including Islam. Okay. Ah! Jay just gifted 5 Go Boom memberships. Thank you so much, Jay. Drunk 3PO, who just recently surpassed 100,000 YouTube subscribers. Congratulations, Jay. All right. Let me see. Hold on. I was trying to get to like regular chat for a little bit because I like to read regular chat too, not only the super chats, but all right. My dog is hungry. No, she just ate not long before the stream. She's scratching though. She's got allergies. She's allergic to certain kinds of grass and different foods, but so she gets itchy. All right, Tony Morrow with the 199 says Lara Croft haughty, the gameplay mediocre. Well, sounds like a skill issue. Elsid Barrett with the Canadian $10 says D-Day Cobra had the top comment on Asmongold's apology video with over 17K likes about an hour ago. Never apologized to the mob. Comment is now gone. Oh, wow. Of course they deleted it because of course. Oh, well, good for Jeremy there. Based comment. Unfortunate that they would delete it like that. They're doing damage control big time. I mean, Asmongold and his team or whatever, doing damage control big time. Because that's the thing too, is Twitch is ran by a lot of Twitch staff. They're all about that Queers for Palestine stuff. He's really got to, I mean, that's the thing. He doesn't have to do anything. This dude, he could retire. He has enough money to retire forever. Assuming he didn't just waste his money, who knows? I mean, we've seen people in this space waste their money, but if he had half of a brain, he's got enough money to retire. So why is he pandering to the mob? Why is he scared of cancellation? It doesn't matter if he gets canceled. He doesn't. But I think the biggest thing is Asmongold seemingly he doesn't have, like he said himself, all he does is stream. And then you see his home full of roaches and looks like something off of Hoarders, like a really bad case. So he's clearly very depressed and his whole life is the internet. And so if he doesn't have that anymore, then he's going to feel alone, like he has nothing, which is sad. So I definitely feel bad for him in that case. But I hope he's able to build a real life so that he's not so reliant on that. And that's just my biggest guess, because why would he care? Why would he care? He has no reason to care what they think. He has no reason to care about being canceled, but I guess for him, that's all he has. So, yeah, I guess that's that. All right, we've got Eddie Brock with the 249 favorite Assassin's Creed game. Ever think Assassin's Creed 1 will be remade? My favorite Assassin's Creed game would have to be Assassin's Creed 2. Yeah, I mean, with Ezio, I just think that's the best one. Ubisoft's like really not in a good place right now, so I don't think they're in any position to be trying to remake Assassin's Creed 1 right now. I don't even think it's necessary. I don't think I think the only games that really need remakes or remasters are like PS1 games or PS2 games. And Assassin's Creed was like PS3. So yeah, I don't think it's necessary, but we'll see. I don't know. They're in a tough spot right now. Aren't they trying to like sell? They are, yes. Watley says he would love it if they stop the efforts to remake Splinter Cell. I wish they would too, because I'm a big Splinter Cell fan, and I think they will ruin it. So there's that. But seemingly, I think I just saw on like that Park Place or on Bounding into Comics or something saying that Ubisoft is still, despite their troubles they're going through right now, they're still saying that they're moving forward with the Splinter Cell remake, which is unfortunate because they will probably ruin it. All right, so we've got Jonathan Polo with the 499 says, "Hey Melanie, can you pray for my cousin? She is in a coma because a drunk driver ended up hitting my uncle's car." Definitely will pray for her. Guys, let's keep her in our prayers. I'm so sorry that happened. My aunt, she was in a head-on collision because of a drunk driver. This has been like 20 years ago, I think. Well, not quite 20 years ago, but around that. And she was in bad shape from that. They had to like revive her multiple times. She's still here with us today. So I hope that can be encouraging to you. We will definitely be keeping her in our prayers. Okay, so we got Grove Noir with a 2 says nothing. Thank you so much. And we got Terry with the 2. Hail Mel, Hell Chat, Hail Eastern Orthodox Church. Thank you, Terry. Junior with the $5. Have you heard about the new Death Note game that was announced? Do you have any hype for a game? What? Death Note game. All I know is I don't like any of the live action stuff they've tried to do. The only thing about Death Note I like is the manga and the anime. That's it. So I'm definitely skeptical about anything that they try to do with Death Note. Let's go ahead and look into this because I did not hear about it. All right. So how do you make a game around Death Note? Okay, so it's in development. Oh, are they just speculating on this or what actual substantial news do we have? Like Death Note game rated for PS5, PS4 in Taiwan. I mean, is this coming out everywhere? Or did they just find out because of that? Oh, it's published by Bandai Namco, so it will be. The title in the rating can be directly translated from traditional Chinese as Death Note Shadow Mission, but it's likely the official English title will be Death Note Killer Within, as the name was trademarked by Shueisha on June 12th in Europe and Japan and on June 20th in the United States. Update: searching Taiwan Digital Game Rating Committee website in English confirms the English name of the game, Death Note Killer Within. Okay, well, here's my thought. I think if they're making, it seems like they're making a Death Note game, but I think Death Note Killer Within. I think this isn't going to be the actual like based off of the manga and the anime. I think it's going to be a new story. Like, okay, a new story about, especially if they do something like this Persona style. Well, but how would you do that with combat and stuff? This would have to be more like visual novel style, one would think. But I don't know. My impression is this is going to be an original story based around the Death Note. Somebody gets a hold of the Death Note and it's going to be a new characters and all that kind of stuff. Otherwise, if you're going to do this based off of, there's going to be no, I don't see how that could work. But if you did use a new character, if you did take a Persona style gameplay route with it, you could do something with that. But if they pick the already existing Death Note, how are they going to put combat in that? I mean, I guess you got the scene with Light Yagami and L chained together in that little fight. You don't have any actual substantial combat or something. It would be a visual novel. Yeah, that's true. Static Blue says a visual novel, detective-like game. It would have to be that. But I think if they did take elements from like Persona, you could have visual novel, you could have detective elements, but then you also could have combat in there. If they go with a whole different unique story, that they can have more freedom to do stuff like that. We've got Joseph Whitehouse with a wombo tip with a $50. Thank you so much. Long time no see. I jumped in halfway through something about talking to dead people being Wait, dead people being bad? But I missed it. What about exorcisms or zombies? Talking to dead people. Yeah, you're right. Talking dead people, you shouldn't be doing that. What about exorcisms or zombies? Are zombies allowed to talk to other zombies? Joking. Happy Wednesday. Keep being awesome. And then use the butter clown emoji. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yeah, it looks like yeah, I mean, okay, that's happening. We'll see. I think if they go with the actual light Yagami story, then I'm skeptical. But if they go with a unique new story based around the actual Death Note, then it could work. Where is Tomb Raider Remastered 2 and 3 stream? I do want to continue that eventually. It's just been scheduling, trying to figure that out. I've been very busy lately. It's like I have my weekly streams, I have my daily content on my Bible channel, I have almost daily content on my Go Boom channel, and then I'm on live with the quartering twice a week. So yeah, I have been thinking about, I definitely, at the very least, before the 4 through 6 remasters come out, I don't know how I'll have to prep that, but definitely before those come out, I do want to stream the rest of 2 and 3. So, yeah, I saw that Asmongold was also fired from his PC company. That's just insane to me because you don't see Hassan Piker getting fired from his endeavors or getting banned from Twitch or anything like that. And isn't he anti-Jew? And you don't see him getting banned from anything. But then Asmongold doesn't go along with the Queers for Palestine narrative, and then he gets banned and gets let go from his PC company. It's just like, come on, bro. But the thing is, like I said before, he shouldn't care. I don't know why he's being such a wuss about it. He's got more than enough money to retire on. It makes no sense why he's bending the knee to these people, but I don't know, man. PC company was a sponsor. I think it was a company that he started, kind of similar to how Dr. Disrespect had his own game company and they were making a game and they fired him from his own company. I think that's somebody in chat can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it is. So he had his PC company and they fired him from it. So I don't know. I don't even know. All right, so let's go ahead and okay, we got Larry, Batman fan, with a $5 says nothing. Thank you so much, Larry. We got oh crap, my Nolith fell off with the 50 ARS. When Trump wins, please go to the highest rooftop and yell the F word for all tears. Well, dude, all I know is I'm ready for this election season to be over. I cannot wait. Every election season is always such high tensions everywhere, and I'm just ready for it to be done. My thing with elections and all that kind of stuff, no one can save us but Jesus. So it doesn't matter who makes it in office. We are not going to be in a good position if, as a country, we don't focus on God. So obviously, I don't want Kamala to make it. I would much rather Trump than Kamala. But if Trump makes it and then this country still continues to live in degeneracy and doesn't turn their eyes on God, then we will not be prospering. So it's going to take a lot more than just getting Trump elected. So there's that. Let me see. We got Chris Rubio with the $5 says, where does one acquire a pepperoni rotisserie chicken bowl? I can't stop thinking about it. I posted a picture of that today because that's what I had for lunch. Surprisingly, you're going to be, okay, I couldn't get that good of a picture for some reason. I don't know if it was the lighting or what. This is what I ate for lunch. A chicken rotisserie or chicken pepperoni rotisserie bowl. So it has rotisserie chicken, has pepperoni, has lettuce, spinach, bell peppers, olives, provolone cheese, and guacamole on it. So I got this at Subway. I know Subway is trash, but I was like, it was yesterday. I was like, man, I really don't want to go to the grocery store right now. I'd rather just get something quick. And so I was looking at like what was around me, and I saw that Subway had bowls. Well, I do keto or carnivore, in this case, keto. So I was like, okay. Someone said no meat. Rotisserie chicken and pepperoni's meat. Are you kidding me? That would be meat, my friend. So yesterday I just got one. I had one with like beef, turkey, and ham and lettuce and cheese and mustard. So I got that. I was like, okay, this is pretty good. It wasn't like amazing, but I was like, oh, it's pretty good, you know? Especially since I didn't feel like going to the grocery store and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, oh, that's pretty good. Well, then the rotisserie one, though, the rotisserie with the pepperoni and all that, that was amazing. I really like that a lot better. Granted, so the way I ordered it, because I had the rotisserie bowl, and then I subtracted the tomatoes, subtracted the onions, because ew. I can't remember if I subtracted anything else. But then I added the guacamole, I added the pepperoni. So it was incredible. Chopamol says, what's your max daily carb intake? Oh my goodness. If you're like on my day-to-day average day, I have almost zero. Basically as close to zero. I mean, whatever negligible amount is in, some cheese or eggs, for example. But almost zero on my day-to-day. On weekends, sometimes I will eat like a sandwich with keto bread on it in mom and dad's house. And those have some carbs in it. But then they also have it's like a net carb system. So, but I don't like to eat those on my day-to-day. On my day-to-day, I like to eat just super clean, one ingredient foods, like putting stuff together. I don't like the process like carnivore breads or anything, or keto breads or anything like that. But sometimes on the weekend I will be a little more flexible with that. Oh man, I almost forgot to check Rumble rants. Let me go ahead and get those. So let's do that. We've got B. Barrett with a $2 says, I enjoyed seeing you on Side Scrollers this morning. You have my condolences what they did to Lara. Oh, I should show you guys a funny clip about that. Remdog with the 20 says, so I and my family are down with the sickness. COVID. Oh, bummer. But my cartoons continue. Remdog1138 on Insta and X. Sacraments and canonized saints are big stumbling blocks for Catholicism. All the best. Well said. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I had a minor sickness last week. I don't think it was COVID. If it was COVID, it was like the most mildest case of COVID I've had in my life. Granted, I don't like anytime I've had COVID like twice before. It never was too super bad. But whatever I got last week was so minor. Like I was still able to work and stuff just fine. I was just really fatigued. So like after work, I was going to bed early and stuff. And I had like sore throat. I didn't really cough that much. And I had sinus issues, but that was it. Mom got it from me. So she was sick for a little bit. Yeah, I think that was that's the thing is I thought the beans started it, but mom got it too. So I don't know if it was, I think it might have been an actual sickness, but I have had beans that get me cold symptoms. So I didn't know what it was, which one, I don't know, but whatever it was, whatever mild sickness I had, mom got it too, but she's fine now. You stand while you're stream? Yes, I do. So yeah, anyway, Remdog, hope you and your family get well soon. Okay. So Oh yeah, so anyway, Subway for those bowls. Surprisingly, because Subway's usually trash. But those bowls are good. And since I do carnivore or keto, it's nice to have an option that's because normally my other options are just burger patties and cheese at like Wendy's or something. But it's nice to have another option. All right, so let's go ahead and we've got Shooter Down Under with the Australian 799 says, have you seen the Tomb Raider Panavision? I think you mean revisions or Panavision. Also, you need a ponytail and dual pistols. Panavision? I think you mean revision. I watched those back when they first came out in like 2007. They were really good. Let me go ahead and find what I wanted to show you guys. Oh, speaking of Tomb Raider. Speaking of Tomb Raider, I made this meme yesterday too. Me on February 14th, because they're going to have Assassin's Creed Shadows drops, supposedly, but they probably will change that. And then the remasters for Tomb Raider. So it's like, obviously, that's the way I'm going. Oh man, I can't. Okay. My field of vision on this. All right, let me find. Oh, this was hilarious. Okay, let's see. Where was that? Kala posted it. Kala's amazing. If you want to see somebody who's really good with the Tomb Raider memes and stuff. So I want to share this video that Kala made. For those who are curious about the Netflix Tomb Raider anime, the animation. Oh gosh, it's so somebody said something about the AOD remake. I was gonna be what? I don't know what you mean by using that word affiliated with it. I don't know if you think that means it's gonna be bad. No, it's gonna be great. We've got the team working on it are the same ones who worked on the 1 through 3 remasters. We already know they're adding in the dual pistols. They will be bringing and the shops that you can actually use the currency. So here's the thing about Angel of Darkness is it was rushed. So we got a version of the game that wasn't. Oh, so you mean it's gonna be good? Okay, I was about to fight. Okay, it's gonna be good. Exactly. They're making it closer to what it was supposed to be, but it was rushed. So they also are adding at least one move in there that was taken out because like Angel of Darkness had a bunch of removed content because they were rushed. But now we know it's going to be great. All right, let's go ahead and watch this together, guys. Get ready.
You know I love you.
Backstory, tell me more.
There isn't more. She left me and never looked back. It's complicated.
Like rip your heart out? That's why your closed off kind of complicated?
I forgot when things get tough, you leave.
What's that supposed to mean?
Forget it.
I didn't leave because of you.
I didn't want you to leave. Why did you want to leave? You never even said goodbye.
You wanted me to leave.
So you didn't leave because you thought I was...
This writing is so bad, dude. Why did you want me to leave? You wanted me to leave. You don't leave. Oh, it's so cringe. It's so cringe.
You.
I think she likes you.
Love. If you only let one in.
Now that was a blast.
We'll take care of it. Come on, man.
First yoga, then dance.
This whole thing is just a giant gay fanfic. They're making Lara Croft gay. They're making Zip gay. They're making the frogs gay. Yeah, exactly.
Out of control.
Zip is not canonically gay. He has been described as having girlfriends. And plus, he was like a very masculine character. It's just so stupid they did this to him. Now, if they, yeah, whatever. Okay, never mind.
I love her hair.
Please, girl.
I hope you took him out to dinner first.
You know about giving away all your dad's things to rich white folks.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
She cries the whole
To
time.
get into it because they would never understand.
I'm not strong enough.
Lara, it's okay to be sad.
Turns out I'm not the Croft you thought I was after all. I can't. I'm sorry.
She looks just like Aaron Yeager
I'm
there.
sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Oh, Dad. I wish you could see this.
And let's set the record straight here. Lara Croft's dad was retconned into Tomb Raider as like her mentor, or like how she's following his footsteps, and then before he died. But in actual Tomb Raider canon, her dad and mom both disowned her because she chose a life of adventure instead. So this isn't even supposed to be a thing, and here we are, still obsessing over her dad ever since Crystal Dynamics took over.
Everyone thought my father was crazy.
You are imbalanced, like your father.
Just like your father, you finished an adventure your father started.
And I still didn't have my father. Over there, my father and I argued.
Look at that random fat character in the background. I didn't notice that before. Okay.
But you can't rebuild yourself by running away. You build by coming home and letting your friends help you. You know there's something stronger than pain.
Do I?
Real men cry real tears. Sometimes I swear you have a death wish.
I don't.
I know.
That part made me laugh so much when I first saw it. Okay, then why say it? Like, what even is this writing? Sometimes I swear you have a death wish. I don't. I know. That's some of the worst writing ever.
You did it.
We did it. Can I just say you do matter to me, Jonah?
Wait. What's wrong with my banana pudding?
It tastes artificial.
And I don't want to lie anymore. Jonah, I need your help.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I'm in the corner wallflowering.
While Lara certainly is in tombs and raiding them, she's also clearly not pilfering other cultures' treasures. How did you want to maintain that balance between the classic premise and not having her steal from other societies?
It's definitely tricky because I never wanted to lose the tomb raiding. That's what makes her awesome. But it also makes me uncomfortable to just tomb raid.
Then
It also
why are you
became important
writing
that the-
this? If you don't like tomb raiding, why are you writing this?
Relics that she starts to fill her home with and takes back with her are very important. Keepsakes from her travels are important, so how do you do that without her stealing them? The people she helps, and she helps plenty of them, are going to gift her things.
She helps people and they gift her things. This is the thing about Lara Croft in how she was founded as a character. She lived for a love of adventure. She had this chaotic obsession with adventure, and she was selfishly motivated by that. She wasn't supposed to be some goody two-shoes hero. Sometimes she happened to save people along the way, but that wasn't her intention. She played for the sport, and she was just obsessed with the adrenaline rush of it all. So now all of a sudden, oh, she helps tons of people and they gift her artifacts. Are you serial? Oh, hold on. Aparo Didaro says, Melanie, my fiance is voting Kamala. What do I do? I mean, here's the thing. well, you're not married, so that's your decision if you decide you want to marry her or not. But it depends on what all your differences are and stuff. I don't know if if you're a Christian, obviously you need to be equally yoked. So you need to be with someone else who is a Christian. So this is important for you to decide if this is somebody that you love and want to marry or not. And if she is someone, here's the thing is you're not going to be able to control her and you're not going to be able to control who she votes for, just like she can't control you and who you vote for. So this is just somebody, I was going to say, if you're married, you got to get through it. And you got to be able to work together and you got to be able to overcome things, but you're not married. So you're just going to have to figure it out if that's what you want or not. But I would, at the very least, try to ask her why she wants to do that and see if you guys are going to have too many differences with ideologies or faith or whatever it may be, especially if you're, like I said, if you're a Christian, you should only be with another Christian. It's very biblical. But hey, you're going to have to figure it out. Yeah.
Comes this metaphor for all the relationships that she makes around the world as she fills her office and space with these items.
Where'd you steal the armor from?
I didn't. It was a gift from a very nice fisherwoman.
All of her father's artifacts.
Lord Croft is probably rolling in his grave, poor man.
Also, people pointed out they made her dress the colors of the bisexual flag, apparently. I can't keep up with all of their flag colors, but that probably was a deliberate thing, knowing these kinds of people. It's really cringe. Yeah, and look, they make her very uncomfortable in her dress now because she's like very manly.
Love your dress.
Sorry?
Yeah, I'm sure I'm just being me. Their fish is incredible. Obviously, fishing village, but...
And hopefully we do something.
They just don't get Lara Croft's character at all. None of this feels like Lara Croft to me at all.
And also something that we all remember loving.
And of course, the reviews were so abysmally terrible on this that Embracer must have hit that panic button and were like, okay, we need to announce the 4 through 6 remasters at this point. I made some memes on this that made some people mad. It's like Netflix Lara Croft when she gets outshined by the real Lara Croft the very next day. Here we go. Here she is. I love what they've done with the updated character models. Just so freaking amazing. So if somehow you missed this, there are Tomb Raider 4 through 6 remasters. Oops. We already saw the 1 through 3 remasters, which some people didn't even know about that. Like, I'm getting those in my comments. They're like, wait, there's remasters? Yes. They came out on February 14th of this year, so it's been a long time. So 1 through 3, incredible, amazing. And then they've got 4, 5, and 6 on the way. So that will be coming to us on February 14th of 2025. My goodness, I can't believe we're approaching 2025. But yeah, if you haven't picked up 1 through 3 remasters, I definitely recommend it. And I also think 1 through 3 is better than 4 through 6 as far as in general. But 4 through 6 still amazing. 4 has some of the best puzzles in the entire series. I'll say that much. I wouldn't recommend someone start with 4 though. Hold on, let me get this big super chat real quick. Retro Meister with the 50 Wombo tip says, "Hey Mel, with the Fallout Netflix Tomb Raider, the fallout of Netflix Tomb Raider and soon Fleabag's activist project, not to mention the Perfect Dark reboot, should we create a new heroine inspired by Lara Croft and Joanna Dark, or should we continue to defend them against these vandals?" That's a good question. It's hard to say right now. With Tomb Raider, we do have hope because of these remasters, for example. So there's something there. And I do think there is hope for if the next mainline game flops, which it probably will, then Embracer might say, you know what, let's just go ahead and hand this over to Aspire and Saber. Saber Interactive developed these games. Do not let them lie to you. Do not let anybody lie to you about how everybody thinks Crystal Dynamics is a part of this. They're not. I will be making a video about this tomorrow because I just got some more information. One of my friends sent me, and it's sick to my stomach. They're even taking Saber Interactive off of the box, all that kind of stuff. Like for some reason, they don't want Saber Interactive to get credit, even though they're developing these. They already developed 1 through 3. And they're developing 4 through 6. So it's very odd, the politics surrounding this and why they don't want Saber Interactive to get the credits. They want Crystal Dynamics to get the credits instead, even though Crystal Dynamics are not developing these. So it's same thing with the Soul Reaver stuff. Saber Interactive are developing those, even though you don't see them credited anywhere in terms of this, but they are developing those. So I'll be making a video about that. Aspire are the publishers, not the developers. I mean, they do have like a few developers doing certain things, but like the gameplay developers, all that are Saber Interactive. So just wanted to clear that up. So anyway, here I was like, yeah, Embracer had to hit that panic button and have the 4 through 6 remasters announced so the real Lara Croft could clean up the mess that Netflix dumped on us with their Larry Croft. We got some new screenshots here. Looks amazing. As you can see, they even made some updates, Conrad did, to the character model. Really cool stuff. So let me actually show you guys the trailer for those who have not seen it. Someone said Aspire butchered Battlefront 1 through 2. Aspire published those but didn't develop those. Those were developed by, hold on, I got the names. I got the names from a source. I'm sure it says on the credits anyway, so I don't even need a source to tell me that. But Battlefront Classic Collection was made by Dragon's Lake and Room 8 Group. Okay, so now we got that out there. For some reason, I don't know what's up with the credits. But yeah, Aspire are the publishers for these things. All right. So let me show you guys this.
Time to put things right.
Can I just say, I love how they had her saying time to put things right. Because it's like, all of a sudden, we're getting this gigantic mess with the remasters, or not with the remasters, with the Netflix stuff. We see this giant mess, all of this backlash with the Netflix stuff. Then all of a sudden, boom, here's Angel Darkness Lara saying, time to put things right. That's right.
Time to put things right. Oh. Got a feeling this isn't quite what it seems. Give a girl a break.
Emotional. Oh my goodness, this just warms my heart so much because we have been seeing the butchering of Lara Croft. I mean, this is a character who was a huge part of like growing up. I looked up to this character so much and I loved how fearless she was, how cool she was, all of that. And so many people, it just makes me and all the other classic fans sick to our stomachs that so many people don't even know who Lara Croft is because they've only seen this rebooted version of Lara Croft who cries all the time, who's an emotional basket case, who's following her father's footsteps and all this stuff. They're seeing that and they're thinking that's Lara Croft when it's like, no, this is Lara Croft. And people are finally seeing her from these remasters. I mean, she's awesome. Do we need to see her crying and having a tantrum or being scared to shoot somebody? No, we like to see her be awesome and do flips and live for adventure. That's what we like to see. Fun fact too, that face on the Mona Lisa there, that's like Peter Connolly's face, the composer. They put his face on the Mona Lisa. I love that they kept that. So anyway, this is the Lara Croft that I remember. This is the super awesome, cool character I remember. And I'm just so, I mean, this trailer too is just so good. So, oh my goodness, like how can you not get excited seeing this? And then watch some Netflix trailer reboot crap. Does not have the same effect at all. Let me see if I can find that. Netflix geeked also today. It's like they were in panic mode because nobody's watching. Nobody's watching the Netflix Tomb Raider stuff because it has been a colossal failure. So here's a marketing effort. This is just where they say the Netflix. Okay, the action is top notch, which it's not. But they were like, oh, here. So then they just dropped the first 15 minutes of this, which I showed some of this before. Here you have Aaron Yeager-Croft. Oh no. Oh, it's animated so bad. Like I can't. That's just Aaron Yeager-Croft. Anyway, so yeah, so you see stuff like that, and then all of a sudden you watch the actual remasters video trailer and it's like, oh, it's actually so good. So anyway, we got that. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, you did mean Panavision. They're AI generated trailers on YouTube. Also, that Netflix series may be the perfect cure for my insomnia. Okay, my bad. Let me look this up. Panavision. Oh, somebody linked me one of these like from the 50s, or let me see if I can find it. I thought I put up my bookmarks because I wanted to watch this. I didn't watch it. I wanted to react to it on. Oh, hold on. I wanted to react to it on stream, so let's go ahead and do that. Obviously, I encourage you to check out the channel that posts this AI Pixel dude. Okay, let's give it a watch. This is supposed to be Tomb Raider in the 1950s.
Hold on to your seats, dudes, because Tomb Raider is here. Follow the fearless adventurer, Lara Croft, on a perilous mission to uncover a legendary, long-lost artifact hidden deep within an ancient tomb. But this isn't just any treasure hunt, ladies and gentlemen. Lara must face wild and untamed dangers, deadly traps, crumbling ruins, and fierce creatures of the wild. From ravenous wolves to towering bears, nature itself is out to stop her. But with nerves of steel and unmatched skill, nothing can stand in her way. Can Lara uncover the secrets of the tomb and escape with her life? Find out when Tomb Raider
This one doesn't
into
look
theaters.
50s. This one does.
Adventure awaits.
Okay, that was pretty cool. It's not as good as the Lord of the Rings ones that I don't know if it was the same creator. But that was pretty cool. That one scene was a little bit jarring though, because it looked kind of like oh yeah, also something else here. Let me hold on. So here we have a post from Screen Rant. And they said Haley Atwell. So Haley Atwell addresses her Tomb Raider future. So she says to continue to be involved or to be involved in another way with Lara Croft would be an absolute dream and also a responsibility I would take seriously given how beloved and known she is. I would be completely honored to carry on in some way. That's what Haley Atwell said. Now, here's my opinion on that, because obviously I think the Netflix stuff is trash, but I do think Haley Atwell, her voice, her looks, all of it are very Lara Croft-esque. So I would not be mad about Haley Atwell doing any future Lara Croft work, assuming that that was actually classic Lara. I don't want to see any more of this Netflix Lara or anything like that. But if they wanted to give her a more classic Lara type role, I would say that would be awesome. I think that would be great. So, anyway. Yeah. We'll see. It wouldn't surprise me if they did use her on the next game. But I don't know. I mean, the next mainline game I don't think is going to be good anyway. I made a video about that today. If you haven't seen it, it's on Rumble and YouTube. So, all right, let's go ahead and get to some more super chats. Let's see, which one did I get to last? Oh yeah, the Panavision. We've got Coron with the 1999 says, I'm so hyped for the next upcoming Tomb Raider remasters. I'm interested to see what the team improves on with Angel Darkness. The team needs more love, not Crystal Dynamics. Exactly. No more Crystal Dynamics, please. I'm just ready for Embracer to fire Crystal Dynamics. Much needed. New Son of Earth became a member on YouTube. Thank you so much for becoming a member. You'll get a butter badge next to your name and some emotes there. I do have a members only Q&A there. I'm overdue for another one. Hold on, I'm trying to listen. One of my pets are into something. Zoe, come here, Zoe. Come here. See if it's my dog. That's the thing, is she tries to get in the cat food. I think I might have. Zoe, were you getting into stuff? No, because I still hear. Okay, so okay, you've been good, Zoe. Good girl. Okay. I don't know what that is. That's the thing, is my bunny, she's always playing. Like, she has like these little cups and she's constantly stacking them and stuff. The other day, well, I don't know, a few days ago, I was going to my parents' house to hang out for a bit. But before I left, I noticed, I was like, what is going on with May's water dish? She had this, I give her like these toys to play with. There was like a ball, but it was made out of like this, I don't know, material. It was like almost like hair, but it wasn't hair. Like straw or something. Well, she frayed that up. She put it in her water bowl, so it soaked up all her water, was covered on her water, and then she took a cup. She has these little cups and she'll pick them up. She picked up that cup and set it on top of it. I don't know why. It was like, why? Well, I was glad I saw it, because I was like, oh, man, I was about to go. She would have had any water for like half a day. I saw it. I was able to get that all fixed. I don't know if it's Coltrane playing with something or my bunny, but one of them are playing with something. I can hear it. All right. So one time at band camp with the Canadian, $2 says, hi, what do you think of Stolas? I don't know what that is. Stolas? A demon? Well, I don't like demons. Oh, is that a band? I don't know. I don't really know anything about stolas. I think it's supposed to be a demon. Oh, an anthropomorphic owl demon. I like owls, but I do not like owl demons. So, yeah, I'll say no. Nebik 27 with the $10. Hi, Melanie. I could track my lineage over 1,100 years, and I found out yesterday that my ancestor, Robert Bingham, was the canon of Sarum in Salisbury, England in 1240. Wow, that is pretty insane. Let me see if I missed any Rumble rants before I just stay on YouTube. Okay, we got some Rumble rants here. So let's go ahead and show Rumble some love, and then we'll get back to the YouTube chats. Owls rip the heads off bunnies. Well, I think an owl ripped a head off of one of my dad's chickens. That was pretty crazy. Scholzonator with the $2 says, Ice Cream Girl. Hey, Melanie. Have you thought about making a movement for girls to get into non-woke games? You could call the movement for all gamer girls out there. It might sound better as an acronym. That's hilarious. Schultzonator with the $1 says, does she have to keep popping SSRIs like health potions? Are you talking about Lara Croft? I don't take any medications. Chucky is extremist circus. I mean, I'm not on any medications, but like if I need a Tylenol once in a while or something, I'll take that. Or if I broke my leg, I would take whatever I got for that. Chucky is extremist circus with the $5 says, I'm getting Boondocks vibes from the Tomb Raider animation. Dude, Boondocks looks so much better than that. Come on now. Okay. And that's it for the Rumble rants. Yes, my dad has chickens. Well, mom and dad both own chickens, but my dad takes care of them, so I say dad's chickens. But yes, he has chickens, and one of them's heads got ripped off by something, thinking it was an owl. It was sad. All right, so we've got the True Douster with the 10 says, no one goes through life living completely sinless. In fact, we are undeserving of our God's grace and mercy. How wonderful that the Lord welcomes us when we see that. Thank you, Melanie. God bless. That is true. However, we shouldn't be deliberately living in sin either. We shouldn't abuse the grace that God has on us, and we shouldn't abuse the sacrifice that Jesus Christ made for us. So if we do go on willingly living in sin, then when we haven't accepted Jesus Christ's sacrifice. So, but yeah, it's by walking with Jesus that we will be. That's the thing, is a lot of people like to, when they try to debate on this topic, they're just like, well, if you're, they think that we're saying it's a works-based salvation, but it's when you're actually walking with Jesus Christ and when you've accepted Jesus Christ and you're fellowshipping with God every day, you're not going to want to sin. The Holy Spirit will convict you. You can't live in sin when you have the Holy Spirit dwelling in you and your faith is really strong. You can't. I can't go and rob banks right now. I wouldn't be able to live with myself. Granted, if I were to go against my convictions and to do it anyway, then eventually I wouldn't be feeling the conviction from the Holy Spirit anymore. I'd be given over to a debased mind, and I would be I would be living a life of sin instead, and I would have chosen sin over Jesus Christ if that were the case. So that's the thing about that, is some people do like to act like God's grace is a free pass to live however they want and to live in sin, but that is simply not true. You can't be living a life of sin. And when we do fall short, when we do mess up, when we do stumble, we feel convicted and we feel terrible about it. and we're repentant over it. Just like you see in the Bible, like when David sinned and all that, he was very repentant over it. So people who are living a lifestyle of sin, so if you're just like living in fornication, living in promiscuity, living in idolatry, living in homosexuality, so on and so forth, living in bank robbery, whatever it may be, then yeah, they're of a reprobate mind because they're not repentant. You can't be repentant if you're living a lifestyle of that. So anybody who commits any of those things, like they can be redeemed through Jesus Christ, but part of that is you got to turn from sin. You got to flee from it. You got to run from it. The Bible tells us flee from it. So, all right. Left-handed Link Gaming with a $5 says you should consider watching Catholic truth videos. It clears up a lot of misconceptions about the Catholic faith. I really don't have any interest because I'm not Catholic and I will not convert to Catholicism. So my theology comes from the Bible. Anything that is not biblical, like what the Catholic Church does, I have no interest in whatsoever. All right, Pinkerton with the $5.99 says, to those trying to troll in the chat, we feel sorry for you as you are lost. We pray for you to come to Jesus Christ. Christ is God. Amen. Well said. Because that's the thing is like, you know, whenever I criticize some things that people are doing or saying or something, it's always my hope that they find Jesus and that they can be saved. So I definitely don't want bad things for people. Even if they're hating on me and they're mean to me and all this stuff, I still want them to find Jesus. So, okay. Mark Hallquist with the $20 says, first of all, thank you, Lord Jesus, for your mercy and grace. Secondly, Lara Croft is better being old school. Yes! Also, Melanie, I recommend Tom McDonald. He's an independent rapper who is pro-America and anti-gay. I think I just one of my little brother linked me a rap video from him, I think it was, where he was like in some, it looked kind of like westerny in some like rundown house or something. It was good. It was actually good. I'm not even like big on rap, but that was good. Deadpool Kid with a $5 says Sam Fisher is a trad Chad straight dad. Sam Fisher is awesome. Awesome character. Will be missed. If they, I don't know, like this whole Netflix Splinter Cell thing, I'm not looking forward to it at all. First of all, because there's no Michael Ironside. And to me, if you don't have Michael Ironside, then you don't have Splinter Cell. But there's that. And knowing how they are with stuff, they will feminize him in some way or another. Sam Fisher was a very masculine character. And I just don't think they're going to do him right. I don't think they're going to do him the proper justice. So that's, I mean, yeah. All right. So we've got, let me make sure I didn't miss that. Got also Mark Hallquist with the $20 says, also, I want to thank you for taking a stand and offer my support. May God bless you. I hate the woke agenda, and I proudly wear my social media bans as a badge of honor for standing for truth. That is awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And yeah, it's like, yeah, no, I do not believe in aliens. Someone says Melody Mac. I'm Melanie, not Melody. I don't know why people say that a lot. Believes in aliens. I do not believe in aliens. No. If aliens come to Earth, they're demons. So just saying, they're demons or Nephilim or something, but they're not. Aliens are not real. They do not exist. So a lot of people who would be potentially fooled by that, and I think that is a possibility. I mean, I feel like society, or like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of entertainment and stuff has been trying to groom people into the idea of aliens, and also trying to groom people into wanting to marry aliens or procreate with aliens. And that's the thing, though. It won't be aliens, it'll be demons. And that's a good way to bring about those fallen angels. It's a good way to bring about the Nephilim again. And that would not be a good thing. So, Vault 5 Dweller with the $10 says, Melanie, hey, Melanie, you've shared a lot about the woke stuff in the new Tomb Raider. Could you point us to the good and real Tomb Raider? Which games, movies, comic books, etc. really reflect the character? Anything classic. So, anything made by Core Design. Core Design is the original developers of Tomb Raider. So, Tomb Raider 1 through 6. That we've got remasters coming that are being faithfully done. So 1 through 3 is already out. We got 4 through 6 coming out in February. So that I do think that the Top Cow Comics Tomb Raider is good. However, it's not perfect in terms of lore. They did change a lot about the lore. If you want to learn more about Lara Croft as a character, there's a website called core-design.com, which is a fan site of Core Design, and they've uploaded a ton of resources from like classic Lara, classic Tomb Raider. There's some even like Game Boy Color games that they have more information on. I own those games. There's a Game Boy Advance game and 2 Game Boy Color games. Those are actually really good. So you got that. If you have something like an analog pocket, you can play those with that. Again, the Top Cow comics are really cool. They do get some of Lara Croft's backstory a bit wrong, and they do try to do this romance plot with Lara and Chase and all that kind of stuff. But I don't like that personally. I like how Lara Croft chooses adventure instead of that. Granted, in Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness, they were going to move forward with Lara Croft and Curtis Trent being a romantic, having a romantic interest. For some reason, I don't know what it is. Even back in the day, I was okay with that ship. I don't know how, because I always liked Lara Croft to just focus on adventure and not have a romance story. But Curtis Trent is such a cool character. That is the only person that I think is worthy of marrying Lara Croft. Curtis Trent or nobody. But yeah. So I hope that helps. Rebecca McLaughlin with the $2 says the pepperoni and meatball bowl is delicious. That does sound great. My thing, I would try that, but I think the marinara sauce will. I mean, I imagine the carbs in the marinara sauce would probably not be that much. So I would still be in ketosis, but I'm just really, I don't know, I'm really careful with carbs. But I'll have to actually look into the nutrition information and see how many carbs are in that. And if it's low enough, I'll have to try it. So what? Am I crazy, or are you coping to hold on to your belief that destroying the races is a good thing? It isn't, never has been. What races are you talking about? I don't think races should be destroyed. Now, if you're talking about the whole Palestine crap, I'm not buying it. I don't buy it at all. The thing, first of all, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started with that. No, with the whole Palestine crap, I think Israel's right to defend themselves. That's my take on that. Palestine, people want to act like it's just a whole, I've even had people tell me, well, aren't you against, like, wouldn't you be against the Christian Palestinians being killed? How many Christian Palestinians are there? Almost none. That's the thing. And no, I don't think anybody should be destroyed if they're not a Christian just because they're not a Christian. But just saying, like, let's stop pretending like there's all these innocent Palestinians and that, all these Palestinians are so innocent and they don't agree with Hamas. Most of them do agree with Hamas. That's just the reality. The majority of them do agree with Hamas. So, yeah, when things are happening like these hospitals and stuff being bombed, they're hiding weapons and stuff there. It's a terrible situation, but blame Hamas. So yeah, and it sucks that the children are involved in that, but whose fault is that? Blame Hamas and blame the people. First of all, they were able to evacuate and they didn't either. So they're supporting what's going on. They're the ones at fault. So, what if they just release the hostages? Would we be in this situation right now? Would they be in that situation if they just release the hostages? That's the thing, is if they're covering for Hamas and all that kind of stuff, then yeah. So I'm just sick and tired of this stupid queer for Palestine narrative that oh, poor Palestine. They're just so innocent, and they're not Hamas. Most of them are supporting Hamas. Most of them, and they didn't evacuate. What are they supposed to do? If somebody came into America and took hostages and were threatening Americans, are we not allowed to defend ourselves? Like, what the freaking crap? So anyway, that's my take on that. This whole, oh, like, you're just supporting people annihilating races. Obviously not. I don't want people to be killed for their race they are. That's insane. I want Palestine to release the hostages and to stop supporting Hamas and to stop protecting Hamas and to stop supporting terrorists. That's what I want. So anyway, now that we got that, because I'm sick and tired of these fake narratives that everybody's running with. All right. Deadpool Kid with a $5 says, Butch Tomb Raider, thick Master Chief, behold the bodacious bods of enormous glutes. I am so over people trying to like gaslight me and acting like I'm being unrealistic or I'm not being reasonable about what they've done with Master Chief. He doesn't look like, they're not trying to make him look like a woman. I'm sorry you don't have eyes and you can't, and you don't know anatomy. I'm sorry about that, but that's not my problem. They deliberately made him have curvy hips and thighs. Don't even miss me with that. That's just the armor. Okay, well, they deliberately made his armor curvy like a woman. You could easily have a woman walk out of that suit. You could, I mean, that's the thing, is they purposefully made Master Chief more androgynous looking. It was definitely a deliberate effort. So, Nathan Nishimoto with the $5 says, hi, Mel. I was just enjoying some Bible time on your other channel and saw you were like, thank you. Yes, guys, I do have my Bible channel, Bible Time with Melanie Mac. I've been uploading every single day. I've been doing consistent uploads. Exactly. Thank you. See, here's somebody who understands anatomy. No man has thighs like that. Exactly. I'm so sick of these people gaslighting me into like, oh no, that's not a woman's body. Bro, I've never seen a man with thighs and hips like that in my life. Like, I have eyes. Yes, his hips don't lie. That's what they did. And wasn't that Xbox, they had an article about, I wish I knew. Xbox new policy about female characters and male characters. I made a video about that. Yes, it's an inclusion guide from Microsoft. Mind you, they made a new inclusion guide, and one of them was about making, and it was also about male characters as well. It was, they wanted to make the male characters less masculine. This is a concerted effort. They've let us know about this effort ahead of time, and people are still so delusional that it'll be right in front of their face and they won't see it. I don't know what to say about that. I think it's just a lot of people who are just, they don't want to believe it. Well, I don't want to believe that with Tomb Raider either, but it's true, and I'm not going to deny what's in front of my eyes. So, Daniel Meeker says, found you last week. Love your stances and your content. Keep up the fantastic work. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. We got Stealth X5 with the $2. Hi, Stealth. Always happy to see you in my comments. So, okay, hold on. I'm like looking at regular chat. All right. Anyway. Oh yeah, so I saw that you did mean the Panavision thing. We did watch that one. It was pretty good. Andrew Tygrobe with the Canadian $10 says, I recently had someone call me a misogynist, which is ironic because I write female characters for my books. I thought quoting you, a real woman, would make a difference, but apparently not. Here's the thing, is they will call you a misogynist because you don't want female characters to be like men. And that's very odd. The people who are calling you misogynist are the same people who are saying men can be women, and are the same people who are pushing for men to invade women's spaces like restrooms, locker rooms, and whatever else, like sports, this, that, and the other. Hold on. I wanted to find, speaking of, dang it, I thought I liked that tweet. Where is that? So, oh, here we go. Josh, apparently he was on, I don't know how many of you guys saw this. I saw his reels on Instagram and followed him for it because they were hilarious. But this is the guy who was doing a parody of like the transgender stuff. People thought he was real at first, like he was being for real. So this guy, apparently he used to be on The Bachelor or one of those shows. Now when was this? I feel like it's been like at least 4 months ago. He started making it out. He's like, I make an announcement, I'm trans now. And he was doing these funny, let's see. Yeah, like he was making
Hey everyone! So I just wanted to hop on here and clear the air on some things. Look, just because trans women may have a different biology than other women, may have a different brain chemistry than other women, and just because we may present more male at times because we were assigned male at birth, and just because we may deal with issues that only males deal with, in no way means we're men or we're somehow not women. And in the same token, just because trans men might deal with issues that only women deal with, and may present more female at times because they were assigned female at birth, in no way means that they're female or they're somehow not men. So I just wanted to clear that up. There seems to be a lot of confusion about this.
He made a lot of videos like that. I want to find, like, I know there were a lot of, he made some that, oh yeah, like this.
Hey everyone! So I have my cat Ollie here, who I've had for about 6 years. And I've just been noticing over time he's been getting a little more effeminate. Just the way he kind of prances around and uses the litter box. And so because of this, I've adopted gender neutral speech with Ollie. And so I think this is really important. If you just look at the science in the animal kingdom, there's actually a lot of animals that fall into the LGBTQ category. Did you know freshwater snails are actually born from
So yeah, he was making a bunch of videos like this that were hilarious and obvious satire, but the amount of people that could, there's a certain amount of the population that can't detect sarcasm. So a lot of people thought he was serious. And so I would, on Instagram, I commented on so many of his reels. On this one I did too. And I said, imagine my shock when my cat I've had for 15 years, I've been calling him a he, and he just told me today he's a they. And I'd make comments like that, just playing along with the joke. And I'd have people replying to me thinking I was serious. Like, oh, your cat can't be. It's like, dude, the amount of people who can't detect sarcasm is hilarious. So anyway, he would make a bunch of videos like that, and he's been doing that for months. And then apparently he just revealed, was that on Alex Stein's show? He just revealed that it was all a joke all along, which most of us knew anyway, but there's still certain people who didn't. And what's ironic about this situation is in his comments on Instagram are like these dudes, these troon dudes, these dudes pretending to be women that are like, you're not a real trans, stop appropriating us and all this stuff. And it's like, they're mad at him for pretending to be a trans dude, and yet they're pretending to be women. The irony. So anyway, I haven't seen this yet, but apparently he talks about it here.
The thought of themselves being women. And I think a lot of trans women are turned on at the thought of themselves being women. Guess what? It doesn't magically make them women. It doesn't mean we have to accept that they're women.
Hey,
They are
everyone.
simply
So I
men
just
turned
wanted
on
to
at
get
the
on
thought
here
of
and
themselves
share
being
with
women.
you
That's
some
great. We live in a
Hey,
free
everyone.
country.
Why are they this have audio? I can't listen to both at the same time.
You can do whatever
Okay,
you
so
want,
I
but don't
have
make
to
your
admit,
fetish my
the
truth.
women
I don't have to accept it. To go to the second part of your question, how did I come up with this? I was talking with some friends and we said this is patently false. Men do not magically become women. I said, let's look at the medical literature and what it says. It says that trans people don't have to transition, don't have to have gender dysphoria, don't have to get surgery, and don't have to get hormones. If they feel they are a different gender than their bio sex, then they are trans and they are valid. And I said, understandably, this is ridiculous. Then I can present exactly how I am and I can be trans and valid.
So he finally admitted it. Look at this. My favorite beaners in chat. Hi, Hypnotic. I can say that here. I couldn't say it there on side scrollers earlier. Hypnotic says my favorite white girl. At Melanie Mac, go boom. Hi, Hypnotic. But yeah, so anyway, he admitted that that this was a joke on Alex Stein's show, or like this was all satire. And he's just shedding a light on the ridiculousness of what was going on, what's going on with society. And that's the thing, is we have seen we've seen just so many repercussions from all of this transgender ideology and all of the and it's worse with a lot of these men pretending to be women, because like he was just saying in this video, a lot of them that are fueled by that and who are doing this because of some perverted thing. Obviously women pretending to be men is cringe and also false and demonic, but you'll find the actual motivations behind a lot of it with these women pretending to be men. They really need emotional help badly, because a lot of them have been like abused and stuff like that, and that's their way of trying to cope with it. But obviously that's not healthy and it's wrong, it's demonic. But then you have the majority of these men who are pretending to be women is because of some disgusting fetish they have. It's a perverted porn brain. It's gross. So it's just like I'm extremely anti-porn. Porn is disgusting. It will rot your brain. It will turn you into, I mean, dude, you could get possessed watching that stuff. I don't care if people think I'm crazy. It's disgusting. It's perverted. It's from Satan. So yeah, if it wasn't for that, I do think that a lot of these troons wouldn't exist right now. So, yeah, a lot of them exist because that's the thing, is sin doesn't contain itself. It just gets worse and worse and worse. So their brains are rotting from watching this disgusting perversion, pornography, and then they keep getting into more and more and more perverted things. And before you know it, they're wearing dresses and taking pictures in female restrooms while they have a boner. It's disgusting. Okay, hold on. I want to make sure I didn't miss a Rumble rant. B. Barrett with the $2 says, how long before the Rainbow Mafia start demanding you use capital letters for their pronouns? They demand a lot of things, and I say, I don't give a crap. I don't care. Yeah. So anyway, that's the thing, is freaking do things as God intended. Look for a wife if you're a guy, or look for a husband if you're a girl. People shouldn't be watching pornography. It's disgusting, it's perverted, and it's from Satan. And yeah, now we've got a bunch of issues stemming because of that. And then you also have look at a lot of the youth that are struggling. I mean, not even just the youth. A lot of people are struggling with dating and stuff because hookup culture and all that kind of stuff, all of this, like, just perversion, promiscuity, fornication, all of that. we need to go to what the Bible tells us. So, that's, and the Bible tells us sex outside of marriage is an abomination to God. It's perversion. It's an abomination to God. So if you're not married, that's an abomination. That also includes porn as well. Someone was asking me, what does healthy sexuality look like to you, Melanie? It's not even just what the Bible tells us. Healthy sexuality is a husband and a wife within the confines of marriage, sharing their marriage bed together, and not with other people, or not with looking at other people on a screen either, in that way. So it's really not complicated. It's really not complicated, but the Bible, that's the thing, is you'll find when the Bible says stuff and the Bible says something is wrong, it says it for a reason. And look at the repercussions. There will be consequences. If you don't, and this is the thing, especially if you're calling yourself a Christian and you don't want to obey the Bible and stuff, and this applies to me too, I need to follow it too, all of us do. If we don't want to obey something, when you sin against God, there will be consequences in your life. This is why it's so important. We don't see enough talk about the fear of God. We should have a fear of God. The Bible tells us to have a fear of God. So we do need to know that, obviously, as we grow closer to God and we have the Holy Spirit within us, we're not going to want to sin. It's going to make us feel terrible. But there's also that, you know what? If I partake in this sin, there will be consequences for it. And you know there will be negative consequences for it. That's something you need to know. There will be repercussions. It will not be worth it. It's not worth it to steal something. It's not worth it to be in fornication. You will have consequences. And a number of other things. So read your Bibles, guys, every single day. And I will continue to as well. But there is so much temptation. Exactly. That's why you need to grow your faith and strengthen your faith. And be in the Word of God. You got to be able to overcome temptation. We've got to be born again. And we've got to be able to, overcome those kind of temptations. You're very weak in faith and just as a person in general if you succumb to all of your temptations. Just like, hey, if you're how many times are we tempted to eat cupcakes all the time or something? Like, dude, I could eat cupcakes every single day. That's like one of my favorite foods is cupcakes. But how often do I eat cupcakes? Maybe twice a year or something like that, because I am not an animal who succumbs to all of my temptations, and I know that they're not good for me. And there's that. I'm not trying to pretend like I'm perfect or anything like that either, but I'm just using it as an example. So as human beings, we can't use, there's temptation as an excuse. We can't, that's not an excuse. We know, and the Bible tells us what's wrong, and we need to flee from those temptations. If you can't handle the temptation, run from it. Run from it. So we really need to. I do. That I mentioned cupcakes. Cupcakes sound amazing. Like this, where I lived before, I had like this cupcake shop near me that had the most divine cupcakes ever. They had these like chocolate peanut butter I would get, and they were like huge. I would get this big chocolate peanut butter cupcake, and I would get a red velvet cupcake, and I would get a strawberry cupcake. Oh my goodness. So good. But anyway. But anyway, yes, we know that we need to have discipline and not be eating cupcakes every day, or we will be sick. So if spiritually you are committing sins and you're succumbing to temptation, there will be consequences. There will be. So, all of these actions that we take, that's the thing, is even if nobody sees it, God sees it, and there will be consequences for sin. Sin always has consequences. And we're going to have to have repercussions from that. That's just the reality of things. So we truly don't get away with sin. We're not getting away with it when we sin. We will we will have consequences for sin. So even if you look at the Bible and you see what happened when people sin in the Bible, even when they repented, like God forgave them, but they still had to suffer the consequence of their sin at the same time too. So that's just something to remember. And the Bible isn't just a, hey, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this for no reason. Sin is sin for a reason, and it has negative consequences when we commit these things. So yeah, temptation will always be around us for a variety of sin, but that's why it's so important. And I tell people constantly, make sure you're reading the Bible every single day. Changed my life, and it really changed my perspective. And it grew my faith so much, and it's something I'm still growing in, and I will be forever. So I can't stress that enough. I saw a quote the other day that says, if you call yourself a Christian and you're not reading the Bible every day, it's not because you don't have time. It's because you're choosing not to read the Bible every day. There's nothing stopping you from reading the Bible every day. You're just choosing. You just don't want to. That's a problem. So anyway, let's go ahead, and we've got Ada Wong's bow with a 10 says, stay awesome, be awesome, you magnificent person. Aw, thank you. I don't think I'm magnificent, but I appreciate that you said that. Daniel the 499 says, speaking of aliens, have you played the Mass Effect series? A little bit, but I never really got into them. I don't like the art style and stuff. I don't know. For some reason, I never could really get into it. See, Nick says just one chapter a day. Yeah, exactly. So I read usually just one. Well, actually, because of my Bible channel, I read more than one chapter a day. I read on my Bible channel, but then on my personal reading time, I read one chapter a day on my personal reading time. Now on my Bible channel, I've been averaging like 3 chapters a day, but sometimes I film some of those in bulk. So I'll do like 9 chapters a day and upload them throughout. But anyway, it's not a matter of, oh, I read this many chapters. I'm telling you, just one chapter a day, it will change your life. Cause that's what I normally do. Until I started my Bible channel, I did more, but it only takes a few minutes. So no excuses. All right, so we've got Mark Hallquist again with the 5 says, lastly, Melanie, how does someone become a streamer? I mean, it's really easy. Get a webcam, turn it on and talk. Either talk or play a game. Just get out there, put yourself out there. Yeah, we have all of the, now in terms of like growing and all that kind of stuff, it's easier said than done. Especially now with how saturated things are, it can be a lot tougher, but I say, hey, first thing, don't overthink it. Just get started. Just do it. If you want to stream, just make it happen. You'll learn along the way. Raider! Hi, Raider! Raider dropped a whopping $63.57 and says, nothing, just a mic drop. Thank you so much, Raider. John Hunter says, how many times have you read through the Bible? I've only completely read the Bible once, and I'm in the middle of 2 other read-throughs right now where I'm like, I don't know, 70% done on my personal read-through, give or take. And then on my Bible channel, I'm like 65% done. I don't know, something like that. I can't give you the actual percentages, but yeah, I've got 1 full read-through, and then soon I'll have 3 read-throughs done. It's funny because I'm like pretty close on my Bible channel and on my personal reading time. They're like catching up to each other. Because like on my Bible channel, I'm in Jeremiah. And on my personal reading time, I'm in Ezekiel. I'm almost done with Ezekiel on my personal reading time. Just a couple more days, I think. Do you read it front to back? I personally, that's how I suggest it. I know a bunch of people will say, no, tell people to start with Matthew, or tell people to start with the New Testament. I am a firm believer in start at Genesis chapter 1 and read it in order. Especially if it's your first time reading through it. Read it in order. Obviously, hey, as long as you're getting the word of God in, that's important. Do it. But I'm just telling you, because some people just act like the Old Testament doesn't count, but it does. There are certain ceremonial practices that were just specifically for the like Levite priests and stuff like that, who that doesn't apply to us now, but those are, they make it very clear. The Bible makes it very clear there. God makes it very clear there. So you're not going to grasp and understand the New Testament if you don't read the Old Testament. The Old Testament will put everything in context. Like just read it. Start at Genesis 1 and read it. Or if you don't want to read it and you want someone to read it to you, I do have my Bible channel, Bible Time with Melanie Mack. Some people don't like reading through like Numbers and Leviticus, for example, which is a lot of ceremonial law and stuff. If that's hard for you to read through with your attention span, use the audio from the app, from like the Bible app, or go to my Bible channel and listen to me read it. Whatever helps you actually get that. It's important. All of the Bible is important. The entire Bible is important. So I can't stress enough. Read it. Read all of it. Don't just read the New Testament. Read all of it. Because like I did go through a time where I would just like pick up the Bible and just read it random. But once I was like, you know what? I'm going to start an order and I'm going to read every single day. That just helped me a ton with understanding it a lot more. So anyway, yeah. Mistake was made for live with the $10 says, have you ever heard of the Fermi paradox, Melanie? It's mathematically impossible for us to be the only sentient life in the galaxy. In fact, the lack of official contact is unlikely like this. So I don't give a crap about any scientific formula or paradoxes or whatever NASA or scientists want to tell us. I don't give a crap. I just believe in the Bible and that's it. And that's the thing. God created the heavens and the earth. God created life on earth. The Bible does not speak of life on other planets. It doesn't exist. Troy News with $5 says, new Trump ad just dropped the entire Kamala interview with Brett. Oh, that 60 Minutes one? That's so funny. That's the thing, is the whole like believing in scientists and stuff. Some people will say like, oh, I only believe in facts. I only believe in science. Like, bro, you got to have faith to believe in science. You just chose science as your religion. That's it. Oh, no, the Fox one, it just aired. Oh, okay. I don't think I saw that. That sounds funny. Okay. I'll have to look into that. Rich Zilla 96 with a $5 says, here you go, Chica. Buy yourself a ticket to Terrifier 3 or Smile 2 since you love violence. I'll see. Thank you. All right. I definitely want to see Smile 2 because I just watched Smile with my family. That's the thing, though. It scared me. It scared me. I had to sleep with the light on. I was up for like 2 or 3 nights in a row. I did not sleep well at all because I was scared. And I just kept imagining some demon person smiling in the room. And I was like, oh, I can't do this. So, do you believe in aliens in space? No, I do not. I believe in the Bible. NASA is run by a bunch of freaking Satanists. NASA is demonic. Whatever, call me crazy. I don't give a crap. Look at the history of NASA. It is all they don't want you to believe in God's creation. They don't want you to. So, a lot of science and a lot of NASA is just nothing but bullcrap. Satanic. Trudeau sucks. Became a monthly supporter on Rumble. Thank you. And we have Schultzinator with the $2. Says, I joined the quartering.com, so I pay your salary. And you have to read my chats because sarcasm doesn't come through chat text. This is sarcasm. Please read previous rant about Ice Cream Girl and Netflix. I thought I already did. Did I miss it? I thought I read something because I saw Ice Cream Girl and I didn't know what that. Yeah, Ice Cream Girl posted that message. Wanted to make sure you saw it. And yes, I was talking about Lara Croft in the Netflix show. Oh, the SSRIs. Gotcha. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's true. Lara Croft in that definitely is popping a bunch of SSRIs. She's, well, I don't know. Maybe she's not, because then like those SSRIs don't let you feel at all. And she's like so freaking crying all the time. She's an emotional basket case. All right, Ron Duncan with the $10 is from a personal experience. Porn and all this stuff going on just leaves you empty and dead inside. There's a reason why the Bible says to flee sexual immorality. It's not worth it. Repent to Christ. Amen. That's true. Like sexual immorality, that includes porn. It will rot your brain and your soul. So definitely flee from all of that. Now, anything that you've done, you can be forgiven for. It doesn't mean you're doomed. And I know for a lot of people, like this is difficult to, it's a temptation, it's difficult, but through Christ, all things are possible. Read your Bible every single day, and that will help you tremendously. And again, I have a Bible channel on YouTube, Bible Time with Melanie Mack. If you want to listen to me read the Bible to you, you can do that. But just make sure you're fellowshipping with God every single day. It will change your life. Okay, we've got Cobra with the $5 says, hi, Melanie. What's your least favorite food? Nice to see you again here. Thank you. Great to see you. My least favorite food is onions. I hate them. They're disgusting. I can't. People are like, oh, well, what if the onions are cooked? What if the onions are like that? No, I do not want any onions in my food in any capacity. I don't like the taste. I don't like the texture. I don't like the flavor. Onions are disgusting. Now, I can have a minimal tolerance for a little onion powder seasoning, but even then, not much. I just hate onions. I can't. And they're like, oh, just pick the onions off. I can't do it because it's already soiled the food. Okay, let's see. We've got a shooter down under with the Australian $7.99. Fun fact, if you were to look at the camp arrangement in Numbers 2 and draw it on paper, it would look like the cross. Oh my goodness, I didn't know that. Wow. Troy News with the $10 says, fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Therefore, I focus more on all the wisdom books of the Bible, both Old and New Testament. Wisdom is eternal. Yes, fear of the Lord is so important, and not enough people are too, they get too friendly with the idea of God and Christ. And hey, Jesus is our friend. So obviously that's important. But I think a lot of people, and especially with a lot of modern Christianity, tries to act like Jesus is just a peer or something like that. But no, Jesus isn't our peer. Jesus is God. And we have to have still like a fear and a reverence for God. We're not supposed to look at him as an equal, because he's not an equal. He's so much greater than we could ever be. And it's by his grace that we can be saved. Yes, we're not supposed to fear earthly things, but we should fear God. Exactly. Okay. So we've got Junior with the $2. Have you watched the anime version of Uzumaki? Where is that airing at? Because, like, I read Uzumaki and I liked it. And I saw a clip from, like, the first episode. And I was like, where do I watch this? Do I have a mod on Twitch right now? Okay, anyway. I was waiting for somebody to get to handle that, but I don't see that being done. All right. We've got a shooter down under with the Australian $7.99. I hope there's no life on other planets, because the government will start sending them money. Well, no worries. There is not life on other planets. They may try to pretend like that's the case. And in my opinion, like whenever they're like, oh, we're going to start shipping people to Mars or whatever, here, get on this. Dude, they might just harvest your organs or something. I would not trust it. It's on Toonami/Adult Swim. Dadgummit. Wait, actually, I think I do have it. I keep forgetting I have. Well, does YouTube TV have that? I'll have to check. All right, so TCK911 with the $4.99 says, I love the Bible talks. Thank you. You are awesome. Thank you. I really enjoy the Bible talks as well. I still have a whole lot more I want to learn and grow in my faith and all that kind of stuff. So that's one thing I do want to stress is that whenever I talk about these Bible talks and all this stuff, it's never from a perspective of that I think I'm better than anybody or anything like that. But I can't help but stress just the importance of obedience to God, because I've seen how that's changed my life. And whenever I wasn't obedient to God, even when I was still wanting to call myself a Christian, but deliberately not be obedient to God, I've only brought myself pain doing that. So I can't stress enough how important it is to be obedient to Christ and be obedient to God's word. So yeah, that's one reason why I'm so passionate about sharing that. And it's definitely not from a, hey, I'm better than you guys. It's from a perspective of, hey, I see how it's changing my life to be obedient to God, and how it changes my life to not live in sin, and how I want as many people as possible to be able to experience that. Because then also, I mean, when you submit your life to Christ, I mean, I want y'all to go to heaven. I want us all to be up there. We're all going to have our own houses up there, our own mansions, play football, eat good food. I want to see y'all up there. So, yes, read the Bible, give your life to Christ, walk with him. So, let me see. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything else on Rumble. No, I didn't. Okay. Do you feel there's a revival coming up in this country? I'm feeling hopeful. I sure hope so. I think there's definitely been, to some degree, a level of a revival that we're seeing. And I hope that continues to happen, and that as a nation we can focus on God, and and that we can, because sometimes it's seeing how crazy the world's gotten and stuff, and we're at a point where we are thinking about, could the end times be in our lifetime, when you've got all this craziness going on. But it's my prayer that instead that we will see more of a revival, and that we'll have more time before something like that happens. So anyway, yeah, we'll see. But I mean, all I know is right now, with all this stuff going on, you've got like wars, rumors of wars, all that. We have all that stuff going on, and it's like, oh my gosh. Sorry, I was like watching this passively. Someone made this meme of like a Power Rangers intro with like Gamer Gators, and they made me Pink Ranger. I love it because she was my favorite. When I was a kid, like before Lara Croft existed, Pink Ranger was my hero. Pink Ranger and Sailor Mars were my heroes, and then Lara Croft came around. But I love that they made me Pink Ranger. Look at this here. We'll watch this together.
After 10,000 years, I'm free. It's time to conquer Earth.
Wow. We didn't need to see. Recruit a team of normal men. With that.
That's perfect for. Go Brutus! And Barrett Dark as Yellow Ranger. I love it. This is great. They made me Pink Ranger. I'm so stoked. They made me Pink Ranger. Smash JT is Billy. Why is that perfect? Oh, hold on. PC Gamer and Kotaku. Stuttering Craig is going on. The Gamer Gators. Someone said no Black Ranger. Well, Endymion, he's the black honorary Black Ranger. That's so funny. Fun fact, there is a death battle of it was Power Rangers versus what are they called? Thundercats or something? Let me see if I can find it. And I voiced Pink Ranger in that. That was like 10 years ago. It was Death Battle Power Rangers versus Thundercats, I think it was. Wait. Death, or there's a playlist of it. Let me find it. Or no, was it Voltron? It might have been Voltron. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can find. Oh, hold on. If I look at the. Does somebody in chat remember? Let's see. We had credits starring. Yeah, I'm in this one. It's so crazy. It's like, wait, was I in this one? Yes, this is the one I'm in. This came out in okay, it was in 2017. I voiced Kimberly. Let me see if I can find my lines. I didn't have a lot, but I did voice her in this. They got 4 million views. Let's freaking go. Let's see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find my lines. I know I passed it up.
We were short on budget, but when 5. This is the Megazord.
Oh, so they had that. Let's see. I think it's when they fight is when we had voice lines. Yeah, okay, let's see.
And battle!
Yes, so I'm Pink Ranger in canon. Exactly. It's a canon event. Okay, so here we go. Was that who was Red Ranger or Jason? Oh, okay, I don't remember who that is.
Runners on, team. Seems the prehistoric activity originates here.
Finally! If I don't see a dinosaur today, I'm blaming you.
Quiet, Les. I'm picking up something.
Power Rangers! Hello! We need dinosaur power now!
Huh? What's happening?
I think I found the dinosaurs. All right, Rangers, plug off!
Zach here. This is Kick. This is Billy. All systems go.
Trini reporting, ready to rock. I love this part.
It's me. I love this part. Okay, hold on. I interrupted myself.
Dinosaurs. All right, Rangers, plug off!
Zach here. This is Kick. This is Billy. All systems go.
Trini reporting, ready to rock. I love this part. Let's tame these kittens.
That's me.
4 feet and legs. 4 arms and body. And I'll form the head.
Second sword battle mode!
Form spinning laser blades.
We need the power sword now!
I have like one more line, I think. Just wait.
Stay down.
Let's show them how it's done! Yeah! It's a sword!
Seriously. Form blazing sword.
that was me. Oh, I think that one was me.
It's a sword!
Seriously.
We lost. That's what I think is so dumb. I think that was me that said that. It's been so long, 2017. That was me, right? I remember I had 2 lines. I want to say it was 2 lines. And then some of the
Isn't this usually the part where we win?
yeah, I can't. They put like a filter on it to make it sound like I was inside the suit. Anyway, once again, for those who missed it, I was Pink Ranger's voice here.
Back here, this is Kickin'. This is Billy. All systems go.
Trini reporting, ready to rock. I love this part. Let's tame these kittens.
That was so fun. Someone was asking how they approached me. I just got an email back in the day. So they have like a cast of YouTubers and stuff. And I just got an email saying, hey, if you want to be in the death battle, voice Pink Ranger. And I love Pink Ranger. She was my favorite. So I was like, heck yeah. So I voiced Pink Ranger. And I think they paid me $50. It was great though. Let me see if I also did a PUBG mobile voice acting thing. I don't know how to even find that. PUBG Mobile released a video and I did the voice of a character. I always play the ditzy. I love this part. Like that, for some reason, that's the roles I always got because I did in that PUBG Mobile thing too. It was like a PUBG Mobile role play video. I don't even. If I click that, probably gonna get something. Okay, let's see. PUBG Mobile. It was on the actual PUBG account. Episode 3. Was it? Let me see if I can find on their channel if they have like a playlist that has it. PUBG Mobile. Maybe if I type my name, Melanie Mac. I also did a PUBG Mobile tournament. Back in the day, and my team won 2nd place. It was amazing. I won a lot more money for that, but I split it with my team, which we weren't supposed to. Only the influencers were supposed to get paid for that. And I was just like, dude, if I'm going to have a team carry me, then I'm splitting my winnings with the team. Let me see if I can. I don't think it's definitely not going to be in the title. Well, heck, I might not be able to find it. Maybe on next week's I can find that video and find it. Your voice fits that cliche. Yeah, I can do the Valley Girl voice. So it's like two things in a row. The Pink Ranger voice and then the PUBG Mobile and me playing a Valley Girl character. So it's funny. Anyway. Oh yeah, Tomb Raider mod. Well, there were a bunch of like Tomb Raider fan made levels. I've done multiple voices on those. I did those back when I was like 16, 17, something like that. So there are some very popular fan made levels that Coyote Creek, the first Coyote Creek, not the second Coyote Creek, and then Mist of Avalon. I did Lara Croft's voice in both of those when I was like a teenager. So yeah, that's funny. All right, let me go ahead and make sure if I didn't miss any Rumble rants. I think I'm good. And then, okay, we've got Gannicus with a $2 says, rough year to be a Cowboys fan. Roll Tide anyway. Hey, you guys beat us, so it is what it is. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call stream there. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. What a fun stream today was. I'm really grateful for each and every single one of y'all. So thank you so much. I will see you next week. Make sure you catch me live every Wednesday. So I'll see you live then. And of course, my normal videos and all that stuff here on Melanie Mac Go Boom or on Rumble at Melanie Mac. And then my Bible channel, Bible Time with Melanie Mac. I would love to see y'all there. So thank you all again. I will see you next time. In the meantime, go boom.